It's your boy Blaze, and I just want to welcome you to the best third-person shooter of all time. Wow. Gives me the chills after all these years. Where do I even start with this one? Welcome. This has been weighing on me for a long time. I've had a YouTube channel now for a while. And I don't know if a lot of my subs know this, but this is my favorite game of all time. My favorite series. My favorite shooter. The thing that this game kept me on PlayStation, okay? Multiple PS2s, Socom 1, 2, 3, Combined Assault, Confrontation. I bought a PS3 at launch because of Socom, and believe it or not, I bought a PS4 because of Socom, okay? I can't stress this enough. We need Socom now. I've had it with these shooters, man. And a lot of these shooters, I'm not saying they're all bad. The reason why Rainbow Six Siege, whether you like it or not, they're on year 3. Okay? 3 DLCs plus. It's incredible to me how Sony, you know when someone smack you, it's like the bell is ringing. People want a tactical shooter, and they want it badly. I mean, if Siege's success doesn't say anything about Socom, I don't know what does. I mean, listen, never before have I been addicted, is not even the word. This is called so crack. That's what they used to call it. I skipped school. I stayed up till 3, 4 in the morning every night just shooting this shit. I've met the best people in the world. Rest in peace to my cousin Ricardo. I love you, brother. I lost 2 cousins last month, back to back, 3 days apart. You know, that's why I've been away from YouTube. And my cousin was the biggest Socom fan. He's the one that got me into Socom. I remember trading my Xbox, trading my PS2, I mean, to get an Xbox so I can play Halo. And that same night, he had called me and said, dude, do you know what's out? It's 2003. He's like, dude, Socom 2's out. And I'm like, yeah, and what is that? He's like, you don't know? He's like, dude, I got an extra PS2. You want me to get you a copy? I'm like, dude, no. He's like, no, I'll be there in like an hour. He shows up with a PS2, the network adapter, a memory card, a DualShock, and a copy of Socom 2. He says, stay in this lobby. When I come back, join my created room with the password. And I couldn't believe it. This is 2003. Dedicated servers, private rooms, you know, pistols only, assault rifles only. You know, you could, I mean, it was incredible. I mean, we don't even have this stuff now. And I get in the room, and he invites his clan, and our clan was NIG, and I mean, dude, we had a blast. I mean, the first time I heard the feedback from the mic, because Socom was pushed to talk, so he went, you know, he'd be like, doo-doo, yo, what up? And then doo-doo. It was just the most satisfying feedback when you would talk. And I'm telling you, the battles in Socom, the strafing, and the most, like never have I felt more satisfied than getting a kill in So. When you got a kill in Socom, you earn that bitch, and that means, listen, like for the most part, that means your crosshairs were on the guy. It's strafe battles, man. Grenades were extremely important. You know in Call of Duty, when you first spawn in the match, you just toss it, Hail Mary, Hail Mary. Like, yo, there was a grenade arc, and you could see the line, and you precision. I mean, you would... Man, I cannot believe that there's not been a SOCOM remastered, a SOCOM port, a SOCOM HD. No, let's bring back Crash Bandicoot, okay? And then guess what? Let's make it a timed exclusive and give it to Nintendo and Xbox a year later. It's like, what are we doing here, Sony? Oh, let's make Shadow of the Colossus. And by the way, Crash and Shadow of the Colossus, I mean, especially Shadow of the Colossus, I mean, it is a beautiful game, one of my favorite PS2 games of all time, but we just had a port on the PS3, if you remember. So there was no sense of urgency. Like, listen, people have been crying. I remember the community got together and tweeted Yoshida at the same time, E3 2 years ago. I mean, we bombarded him with messages. And he's like, yeah, I get it. And I remember him saying, like, yeah, SOCOM right now, it's just... You know, no more questions about SOCOM. I don't see it happening anytime soon. It's like, yo, PlayStation.uk, okay, there was a poll, and it said, what is the best PlayStation 2 game of all time? And there was God of War, there was GTA, San Andreas, there was, Metal Gear, there was Kingdom Hearts. I mean, there was some heavy hitters. And do you know it won? And not just won by a percentage or 2%, 3%. SOCOM 2 absolutely dominated the poll. Okay? And that got Sony's attention for about 5 minutes. Okay? They didn't give a shit. You know, SOCOM 2 is voted your best game of all time by the people. And you still have yet to acknowledge it or give us a fucking... Just remaster SOCOM 2. Better yet, just port the fucking thing over. Don't even touch it. Upscale it to 1080p and let us have it. Just multiplayer. You know, even though the campaign was so ahead of its time and you can control the NPCs and it was so ahead of its time, this game. I mean, every SOCOM game was usually packaged with a headset, so everybody had a headset. Everybody was talking, communicating, unless it was SOCOM 4 and that was packaged with a light gun. You know, yeah, SOCOM 4 is what killed SOCOM, chased Call of Duty. They chased that crowd badly. They were trying to compete with Nintendo Wii with the whole aim controller stuff. It was a debacle. And SOCOM, they said, hey, you know, let's try it with one of our franchises. Guess what? Zipper Interactive gets shut down. Every single SOCOM servers get shut. I mean, even SOCOM 2 servers were still up until that final day when they cut the PS3 servers. I mean, the PS4 is not even out at this point, people. You know, the PS3 is still in prime time, and they're cutting the servers out of MAG, SOCOM Confrontation, SOCOM 3, 2, Combined Assault, you know, and this is like 2013. So, it just goes to show you, man, the power of SOCOM. This community is so passionate, and I know people that I've met till this day I still speak to, and they're fucking great people, man. I've been burnt by SOF Studios, aka H-Hour. Did you know H-Hour was the fastest green light project on Steam? You know the green light thing, so you know, get games on Steam. Yeah, it was the fastest one in history. I don't know if it's changed now. I'm sure a game has beat it, but at the time it was. And I'm telling you right now, H-Hour might look like SOCOM. You know, it might even smell like SOCOM, but it is not SOCOM. Okay, and I donated $150, including my cousin. And what did I get out of it? A t-shirt, a hat, and empty promises about a PS4 and oh, that's coming. And yeah. Listen, the game is incredible. It is incredible. I listen to the music and the nostalgia is never have I felt nostalgia like SOCOM, man. When I listen to them drums, it makes you just feel so patriotic, and it just makes me, it just brings me back to a better place, man. You know, when I was playing with my cousin, he was alive, and we were having fun all the time and laughing and talking shit and, you know, calling people butter sticks and Clan Wars and Fish Hook, Crossroads, Desert Glory. I can't stress it enough. Even Socom 3. I remember everybody making the jump to Socom 3 and my cousin saying, nah, it don't feel right because they had changed the engine. It wasn't the same engine that was running Socom 2 and 1. And what they did was they made the maps huge and added vehicles. And nobody played it. All people did is play, like the smaller versions of the map, the 8-on-8. And, and SOCOM 4 was a pile of dog shit. I mean, SOCOM Confrontation launched when the PS3 was down due to the hacking. And that had a rough start, SOCOM Confrontation. But eventually, everything worked out and it was a great game, And Slant 6 developed that, with Zipper close by. But, it's just a goddamn shame that Zipper was cut. I can't, they didn't listen to their fans. If they just would have said, no, you know what, we're sticking with our guns, we're going to go back to our roots, SOCOM 2, 3, whatever. Even if you don't like 3, it was still better, miles better than SOCOM 4. I mean, dude, I have a lot of memories on SOCOM 3 as well because I stuck with it. Because I went back to SOCOM 2, but SOCOM 2 had, as everybody knows, the cheaters, the Code 9, the flying around the map. And I know this might be turning into a rant and it's all over the place, but it frustrates me like you wouldn't believe. I would pay $200 for a copy of SOCOM 2 on the PS4. I'm not even lying. I'm just not even lying. I just want that feeling again. And I'm not, and I played SOCOM 2 a month ago via X-Link. If you guys don't know what X-Link is, you guys need to learn that. If you have an original Xbox, a PS2, whatever, you can still play these games online. And guess what? When I signed on to SOCOM 2 in the year 2018, there was 400 people in the fucking server on a Saturday night. My mind was blown away. And the majority had mics, but some people didn't because, it was like a USB 1.0 and you can't really find those mics around. I don't know, it was like a special mic. The bottom line is Sony needs to smell the roses here. I mean, you're bringing back Shenmue, which is an excellent game. I'm not saying Crash is bad, Shadow Colossus is bad, or Shenmue is bad, but dude, if you're gonna kickstart a Sega game and people been fighting for Shenmue, and I'm cool with that. I'm buying Shenmue. But if you can do that, why can't you do it for one of your fucking creations? SOCOM is your game, Sony. This is your game. This is your exclusive. This was going toe-to-toe with Halo. This was one of your first online shooters. This is what made Sony pop off with the online shooters. This was one of the first games. I remember watching commercials for SOCOM. It's like shooting a fish in a bucket. Like, it was the cool thing, man. Man, I'm going to leave it off with this, man. Because Sony, let's face it, the people that need to see the video will never see the video. But if you guys have played SOCOM, have heard of SOCOM, if you still want to play SOCOM, man, hit me up. We'll jump on X-Link once in a while and play some SOCOM 2, SOCOM 3, SOCOM 1, whatever. It's just the best shooter. I like the adrenaline rush. It's just, I have no words, man. I have no words. So leave us, shoot me a comment. Let me know what you guys think of SOCOM. If you ever even played it, if you don't care, whatever. This theme music, man, just kills me. But anyway, it's your boy Blaze 4K, and I'll holler at you. Peace.